Good morning, Sunday, June 28th. Coming on 0600 hours. I've learned a lot last night. It was a gorgeous night, but I don't like this end of the lake. I never got a good hold on the anchor because this side is nothing but seaweed, grass, whatever you want to call it. And so I set my alarm for every hour just to check on it. I didn't move too much. I also had the alarm on my GPS set, but I'm not even sure how well that works. I did move in the middle of the night though, but not too far. It was really light wind, so it didn't really matter. So that was a problem. Pulling up the anchor was fun because it was just covered in mud and weeds. Quite disgusting. And the boat is trashed because of bugs in the night and whatnot. So yeah, don't anchor up on this side. I'm heading for the Detroit River. Entering the Livingston Channel right now, as you can see by the buoys. I got to get to the, what's it called? Amherst Channel. There we go, I remember. And then start heading up. Kind of set my speed for 5, so I'm starting to slow down, but it was right around 5. And hopefully I have a nice trip up the river, gas up. I'll probably sleep at Jefferson Beach. No need to kill myself. It's going to be a long day. Beautiful sunrise. Moon is waxing. It was a beautiful moon last night. Quite lovely. Okay, I think it's time for me to navigate here. Well, there's all the grass and crud from where I dropped anchor last night. Beautiful. Dead ahead, I see a nice range. I've been trying to keep her in line, and right there she is, straight up and down. That's kind of been fun. I didn't look up what town this is, but it looks quite quaint. And still about 26 miles to go to Jefferson Beach, which is quite a way into the Lake St. Clair. But in the distance here you can see Detroit. I can't remember. I think once I round this bend and kind of have a straight shot towards that. And I am getting off course here, as you can tell by my range. That's okay, I don't mind cutting this corner. A little chilly yet, I'm waiting for it to warm up. Supposed to be 86 later today. And this is buoy 85. I'll look that up later. Well, it's happening again. Gotta be honest, not as exciting the second time around. Just another place that I've been. With that said, how cool is that I can say that? Hopefully no engine stalls in the washing machine that's there. But this is a pretty freaking cool scene right now. It's a beautiful day, about 75 right now, light winds, and hardly any boaters out here, unlike last time. Once again, another sign of the times. So I think people would be boating more. I don't know what's going on in Michigan with the COVID, so maybe they're more locked down than I know, I'm not sure. Love this view though. Pretty sweet. Alright, well, she just stalled on me. in almost the exact same spot that it occurred on my Lake Huron trip. And I think I finally have a handle on it. I'm going to have to agree with my buddy Terry that the gas tank is just 38 years old and full of crud. Needs to be changed or definitely cleaned out, because as soon as we got rocking in the washing machine that is near Detroit, that's when she stalled. Pumped it, started right up. In fact, I'm pressing her even harder right now, because why not? This boat has a 30 horsepower engine and was built for the Chesapeake Bay and current. That's why the engine is so large. So there's no reason for me to baby her anymore. She was rebuilt last year. Everything's good other than the starving for fuel on occasion. So I think I can run her a little bit harder than I have. So you can see how much fun this is in here. I hate washing machines. Alright, I really gotta navigate. Look, some brethren. It's always good to see another sailboat. And they're coming right for me, I can't figure out why. I think they're having more fun than I am. Hitting 8 to 10 knots right now. Oh, nice looking vessel. Oh, Canadians. Corn places too. They are decked out. Fair winds. Well, it's like 4 o'clock something. I got into Jefferson Beach, Michigan. I don't know, sometime after 2. It's been a whirlwind since then. Oh, by the way, the engine stalled at a critical moment, and I was literally 2 feet away from some bad stuff. Nothing horrific, but I was going to scrape up the vessel pretty good and not happy. But of course, she started once again. So I'm not going to keep talking about the engine for this whole trip. I'm not worried about it, as I said. It is what it is. I'm going to change the fuel filter when I get motivated here. I got plenty on board. Might as well change them after every long leg like this. Oh hell, maybe change it before I come into port. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little bit of a mess down here. I got cleaned up. The gentleman next to me was power washing his, well, let's take a look, big ass boat, a Viking something, and he let me use it to get the bugs off and all the filth and crud that comes with being out there for a few days. So that was nice. I was not looking forward to scrubbing this at all, or so it's just power washing it. Good enough. It's going to get filthy tomorrow anyway. I did take a look at the prop. She didn't seem very fouled at all. There may be some stuff on there, but nothing I'm currently worried about. I do think that may have been the cause of the first stall, because it was such an odd sound, but other than that, I'm not worried about it. I don't want to jump in the water, you know, without the electric powers near me. It's highly unlikely that you would ever get shocked, but if you do, it's a bad day. And I don't need a bad day right now, so I'm just going to let it go for now. I cannot wait to take a shower. It's hot as all get-go. It's been 2 days. I've hosed off, but that's not quite the same. Let the sun go down a little bit before I do that. Change the fuel filter. What else is on my list for tonight? Not much. Do some writing. Do some journaling. But that's about it. So, get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be longer. I was amazed by how quickly I made the Detroit today. Tomorrow's definitely a longer day. So leave at the crack of dawn. Get her done. Right on schedule. It's been beautiful. Alright, it's about 5:20, I think it's Monday the 29th, and I've departed, staying down below because of the wind out there. I don't know how good this freezer was going to be. Changed the fuel filter last night. She's sounding great. I'm a little bit more nervous today than I was yesterday, considering the close call I had in the marina, which was extremely busy. And I stalled, and I was almost in a wall. Fortunately, I got it started just in the nick of time, got the heck out of there. I was able to manage the rest of the day. I think the lesson learned is to always prime this before going into a marina. Slow down too. Windy, would be nice sailing day, except it's right off the nose, and I got to make progress. And I'm coming on my course line here. I'm looking for a buoy. There's some shallows right here, though I think right now it's not even going to be an issue. It says 3. The lake's 2 feet higher. I'm good to go. Over here is 6, so I don't think I need to worry about this at all. Alright, we got a little bit of a situation developing here. I hope I'm wrong. I'm about 3.3 nautical miles away from turning into the channel, I think. And we have this freighter coming up on me. I got her running at 5 knots. I kind of like don't want to mess with it. I just want to keep the speed up and go into the channel. I'm doing 5 knots into the wind, so she's running pretty hard. As it looks, it's gaining and should pass ahead of me. So I think going to be just fine. Little update. Yeah, that freighter's obviously going to pass me. I still got 2 nautical miles to go to get into the channel. It's just weird with freighters. You know, the rule of thumb is if there's no, change in the bearing, then you're on a collision course. And I swear to God, we went for a half hour without a change in bearing. But that happens a lot with freighters. You just get a weird visual with them, and then suddenly it took off. I doubt that it's picked up steam this close to the river. So again, just a weird visual. Been checking the radio. They are advised to go slower than normal for the high water levels. So no surprise there. That's been a complaint in years past with normal water levels. So. But they're really saying slow down. Alright, Lake St. Clair, as I said, was pretty windy, but now on the St. Clair River, technically a strait, it is dead calm, very little wind. Feels like I'm heading east for the sun. I want to be heading north. But it's a momentous occasion. Let me show you why. I am using my new butane cooker for the first time underway. God, that puts out some heat. making some coffee. Gonna have to be very careful though. Away comes. Oh, and you see in the background, it says 1622. That is a timer that Jim made. So when I'm cap napping, I can just click that for 20 minutes, goes off, wakes me up, set it again, boom. So use that in the phone. Good to have 2 backups. So, alright, still very early to go. Still got 26 nautical miles to go to Port Huron. It's cool today, which is nice. Chugging along at 3.5, 4 knots on occasion. So far not very slow going, considering we're going up a river. Yesterday, I've had too much sun. Let's just phrase it that way. It actually hurt to be in the sun. Partly because it was hot, but you know, I've been in the sun since Saturday and just needed to get out. So I'm experimenting today. Never tried this before. Beautiful land, by the way. Look at that. I have up my boom tent. Not full up, but quick release up. If I need to get to the anchor very quickly, I can be able to do that with no problem. So, and I need some shade today. I can't do another full day in the sun without a hat. Sunscreen only goes so long, especially when you forget to put it on every 2 hours. So this is my solution. I kind of like it. Alright, it's coming on 9 o'clock. I don't know, 25 to go. Which is probably where it was last time I checked in. Just showing everyone the evolution of things. The boom tent was working great, except I felt very closed in. Not able to see the scenery. I mean, what else am I going to do? Bad thing about going up the rivers, you do kind of have to pay attention somewhat, so you can't get lost in a book or anything like that. So I'm sitting here thinking, I think I can do this. I don't know why I haven't thought of it. I just put up on one side, that way I have nice shade for the rest of this trip and access to forward and better visibility. God, boredom does wonders, doesn't it? It'd be a better world if we were more bored. Oh my God. It's like a repeat of Huron or bust. Almost in exactly the same spot, she sputtered. So I have no doubt that it's a dirty gas tank and that I'm good on a fuel filter for about 10 hours. So, gotta solve that problem next year. Sarnia's in the distance. Port Huron is 1.79 away. Going to take off my thing so I can engine cover, not thing. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. So I can prime the engine before entering. It should be good. I better be good. going to be what it's going to be. Of course, this is not helping. We got they slowed down, so I'm not going to bitch about this person. They were doing much faster, but you know, they have a right to move forward as well. But it's going to cause some wake. The last thing I need right now is for the tank to get churned up right before I'm entering. Super! That's not my first rodeo. Oh, very pleasant day. Water is very blue, beautiful sun. My boom tent helped a lot, kept me out of it. And it's cool, it must be in the 70s. I would get these waves of cold air, which was fascinating to me, wondering where that came from. Those came from. And there's some GLFS sailors in Port Huron. They never called me back, by the way. Hopefully get to talk to them a little bit, find out what the hell happened on Lake Huron before I venture out there tomorrow. And I got to get my butt to bed early tonight. If all goes well, I'm going to be out there for days. If I have wind, I will not touch shore for a while. So good night's sleep is definitely needed tonight, though I'm in no hurry to leave tomorrow because it just doesn't matter, which is a great thing. So, alright, I gotta navigate. Good morning, it's Tuesday, what, the 30th, I guess. Had a good evening. Got over here to the Port Huron Yacht Club, where one of the Great Lakes Single-Handed Society members was on his way home. His name is Duke on Zelda. He tied me up. I went up to the yacht club. They said I could stay here, though they told me there were no facilities. I didn't care. Then the whirlwind began of just getting into port. I had to motor over there to gas up and pump out. Motored back over here, tied up. Got the electrical cord out, plugged in. Got the hose out, watered up, etc., etc. All that this entails. Sweating like a pig since there were no facilities. I used that hose and kind of did a quick cockpit shower. Very quick, you know, I am at a yacht club and on the river, so I didn't want to be too conspicuous about it, or obvious about it, whatever the proper word is. Blah, blah, blah. It took me like 2 hours just to get set up. So that is the whirlwind of getting into port and preparing, and particularly preparing to leave for the next day. I actually even dressed up a little. Went up to the yacht club, paid up, talked to them for a little bit. Came back down and had a really nice hour or so with Duke, learning about the Great Lakes Single-Handed Society Port Huron to Mac situation. Duke reported that within 30 to 40 miles he blew a spinnaker out because of a wind shift that no one saw coming. Basically it backed on him. Said he had the boat on its side. Blah blah blah, blew it out. He was thinking about quitting, but they talked to him like, go on. You know, he was trying to do the Supermac, if not the Supermac and back, but at least the Supermac, which is Port Huron to Chicago. So he continued on. At some point, most everyone bailed, so I got to hear that story as to why. 9 to 12 foot waves. Needed more sail to power through those waves, but more sail meant too much wind, thus they were on their sides. So basically he's telling me they were going backwards. So rather than sail backwards, they just turned around and ran towards Presqu'île, a nice harbor, which Duke tells me he just loved it. It's about 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. Great thing about today is I'm, for the first time on this trip, not in a hurry. Once I get onto Lake Huron, it's no plans. The only plans I have is on July 6th. So I have basically 7 days to get there. Joy. Winds look, I don't know, I wouldn't say favorable. North, hopefully northeast, that'd be nice. Hopefully shifting to the east, that'd be even nicer for a nice run up. But for the next few days, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 max, prediction, of course. No weather predicted. So hopefully I can just leisure my butt up there and stay on Lake Huron the entire time without having to hit port. The worst part of the trip is coming up. I have to go under the bridge onto Lake Huron. I've never talked to anyone who likes doing it. Basically, you got 5 knots of current. Hopefully because of the water levels it's not worse this year. And you know, I cruise at 5 knots. So it's a rough go. Last time I did it, I literally was stopped in the water, just not moving. I just changed the fuel filter, and every time I've changed the fuel filter, she has installed on me, which means I should be good to go. If you hug the wall on your starboard side, it's supposed to be less current. If she's sounding good, I might try that, though a stall at that point would be very, very bad. So it's a difficult situation. But again, never have I changed my fuel filter and she stalled on me. Particularly if I don't like rock on my way up there. I think I can do it. Nothing else, I'm feeling better about pushing the engine a little bit more RPMs. Because again, as I said earlier in this video, that's what this boat is made for. Just the Chesapeake Bay, big winds, and powering through it. So I might just give her more gas in the 5 knots and see if I can't make a knot through it.